saying, when it comes to being a social media manager, what are some of the skills you need to have? The first skill as a social media manager you need to have is content creation. You need to be able to know how to create content, not just for yourself, but for your clients. Because you see, when you are handling clients, most of them are clueless. They do not have an idea of how to create content. Maybe it's their first time selling things on the online space, and they need someone who can help them in creating content. Maybe the only thing they know when it comes to selling is just taking photos and posting them on their Facebook or on their Instagram, and that is not enough, especially in this season. So definitely you need to be able to know how to create content, and it doesn't have to be perfect and everything, but you just need to have a glimpse about it so that you can be able to know what kind of content and what kind of thing that you can be able to help. Okay, another thing is you need to be good in copywriting. So copywriting, I'm not talking about the polished all those kind of copywriting like email copies and everything. No, you need just to be able to write a good copy that can, attract someone, like literally a good caption that when someone sees, it makes them to stop. Either on Instagram, they're like, okay, I need to listen to what this person is saying, or at the moment they read that caption, they're like, I need to know what this person is saying. So definitely you need to be good in copywriting. And tools that can be able to help you in all this, you don't have to struggle. AI is here to help you. So you can use ChatGPT to help you come with good copies, and Grammarly to help you in writing good grammar. You don't want to be writing copies that will make your client look bad. Okay, and for those who are watching me again, I'm going to help someone okay, hey Alpha, you're saying the stream is working. Thank you. So for those who are watching by there, you can be able to support my channel, you can be able to support my work through in any way possible. So there's a till. If you're in Kenya, there's a till number that you can be able to support my work. And if you're in a different country, you can be able to support me through PayPal. I'll really appreciate. I just had to mention it there before we continue. So I'm just trying to update it. Okay, so my email is there and everything. Yeah, my PayPal email is there, and my till number is there. Okay, so let's continue. Thank you, Alpha, for subscribing. Hi, backbencher, how you doing? So let's continue. Another skill that you need to have as a social media manager is social media strategy. When it comes to social media strategy, is being able to know how to plan the kind of the kind of post, the content, and the ideas that you need to put in place for you to be able to reach the goal, the target for your clients. Yeah, so you need to be able to have the skill of planning and just being a visionary kind of person, because when it comes to coming up with social media strategy, it's not just about you posting. No, it's about you actually understanding what your client wants and what kind of strategy can work for them, because there's a to have more views, there's a client who wants to bring more leads, there's a client who wants to bring more sales. These people have different you'll be required to use different strategy with these three clients. So you need to be able to understand what exactly does your client want. Is it views? What are some of the things? Maybe I need to add on more trendy or music that can be able to make them reach more audience and get more views. If it leads, what are some of the things I need to do? If it's engagement, if it's more sales, you need to be able to understand this. Another thing is you need to be able to have good communication. You need to be able to know how to communicate very well with your clients. And when I communicate, I'm simply talking about you being able to communicate either earlier, if you know that you cannot be able to finish a task, you had said you'll finish this date and you have not been able to reach that date. Please make sure that you are speaking, you are communicating earlier, okay? Because or the email, Alpha, you can be able to get the email on the descriptions. Just on this live there is descriptions that you can see everything down there. Yeah, it's on the descriptions below. Okay, so like I was saying, you need to be able to have communication skills. And when you talk about communication, is you need to be able to communicate to your client earlier. You need to be able to tell them this and this and this cannot be able to be done on this time. Maybe if you can give me time, I'll be able to back later to do it, or if you can give me more time. So communication is really, really key, because most people lose clients because they have not communicated. Maybe you could just have communicated to clients earlier, telling them that I will not be able to post this video because I have not finished editing. So maybe if you can time and all this, okay? And when it comes to things like communication, you and your client can be able to use tools like Notion, because Notion is a good tool that can be able to connect you with your client. So anytime you have it doesn't have to be WhatsApp, you want to work professional, so having a tool like Notion can help you in communicating with your clients, as many clients as you have, just being able to know how to communicate with them. Another skill is video editing, like I was saying before, because you are going to be dealing with a lot of videos that your client may be creating. You definitely need to know how to edit. You just don't need to be a profession, but at least you need to have a glance, a bit of the information when it comes to editing. And if there's something I say, is editing is not that hard, especially using tools like CapCut. In short, these are tools that you can be able to learn with your phone. These are tools you can be able to get started with your phone. You don't need to have big gadgets, or you don't need to go and start with Adobe or all this. Just start with the small tools that you can be able to find around you. And CapCut is actually free of charge. Free, yeah, in short, is also free. And these are things you can learn as in less than a week, in less than 2 weeks, if you are good and sharp, to learn video editing very, very fast. Another thing is time and project management. You want to be able to keep time. You want to be able to know how to start a project and actually finish it. So many people get excited when they're starting a project, but in between they just feel drained, because maybe they feel they don't have that mental capacity to take in. So you need to be able to practice project management and time management, because maybe your client is in a different time zone and they want you to be able to post on their time zone. You definitely want to be able to make that work for them. You don't want to be posting at your time zone, maybe it will not reach their audience. So definitely you need to know how to keep time in terms of time zone, especially if you're working as a freelancer, you're working remotely. You need to be able to put in this kind of things and to be able to know how to handle your clients and know how to finish projects that you have started. You don't want to start a project and in between you are leaving it hanging, okay? Yeah. So moving on very safely up to there, I hope you have learned a couple of things. Not forgetting, you need to have graphic design. You need to have graphic design skills, and let me tell you, Canva is your bestie. Graphic designs doesn't have to be something so big. Simple templates, you can get them on Canva. They are done for you. You just need to change a couple of things, maybe fonts, maybe colors, color palettes, and all this. Definitely you need to have graphic designs. And going to Canva, you can learn simple graphic designs and skills that you need to acquire from there.